just to start with my cosmological, astrological information of the week. Today is the new moon, and it's considered a super moon. This one is the closest time that the moon is closest to the Earth of any time this year. And because of what's going on with many other planets like Mars and Mercury and Uranus, it's a very potent time. And this amazing astrologer who I've been listening to, her name is Pamela Gregory. She's actually from the UK. She's just brilliant, and she's very easy to listen to. And she really talked about today as being this incredibly potent time to plant new seeds, in whatever level that means for oneself, that will come to fruition like 3 to 6 months from now. But that also this time period between today and the next full moon, which is a blue moon on the morning of Halloween, also a very potent time. So these couple of weeks between this new moon and the full moon, she said not to be surprised if even more shocking things happen in the world. So brace ourselves, because we've had so many shocking things that it's like, oh, another shocking thing. But she said, really just consider that. So, but this idea of planting seeds for what we really want to envision, and her talk this week on YouTube also talked about the seed planting, not just between now and this full moon, but also seeing December 21st this year, this coming winter solstice, as a time when many people are predicting a huge amount of light coming into the planet. And light, and whatever that means for each of us, again, but I think the more we can visualize and imagine positive energies changing in these next few months, we just have to use every method we can to do that. And certainly poetry is one of those ways. So let's just do our morning introductions with our name, where we sit, and an image, feeling, word for today. Gail, do you have a word for today?
Fun. Getting down on us.
Yeah, right. My image today is, I should have brought it inside, but last week on the beach, I found these mussel shells that are very much in the shape of a heart, but were the most incredible royal blue and turquoise shining light inside. Kind of almost as rich as abalone, but in a mussel shell. It was just so, and it's now sitting outside in my garden. So that's my image for today. Oh, welcome everyone. I'm actually going to start with this poem by Octavio Paz that I love. He was a Nobel laureate in 1990. And I often use the first paragraph from this poem, but I wanted to read the whole poem today. It's called Between What I See and What I Say. For Roman Jacobson. 1. Between what I see and what I say. Between what I say and what I keep silent. Between what I keep silent and what I dream. Between what I dream and what I forget. Poetry. It slips between yes and no, says what I keep silent, keeps silent what I say, dreams what I forget. It is not speech, it is an act. It is an act of speech. Poetry speaks and listens. It is real. And as soon as I say it is real, it vanishes. Is it then more real? 2. Tangible idea, intangible word, poetry comes and goes between what is and what is not. It weaves and unweaves reflections. Poetry scatters eyes on a page, scatters words on our eyes. Eyes speak, words look, looks think. To hear thoughts, see what we say. Touch the body of an idea. Eyes close, the words open. What lines or phrase surprise you, jump out at you?
Poetry speaks and listens.
The words open.
Between what I say and what I keep silent.
It weaves and unweaves reflections.
It is real, and as soon as I say it is real, it vanishes.
Touch the body of an idea, eyes closed, the words open.
Scatters eyes on a page.
You hear thoughts, see what we say.
Slips between yes and no. So I would say whatever line jumps out at you, use as your prompt, or else use either what I say or what I keep silent. So what I say or what I keep silent. Or any other specific line that you want to start with. And we'll do a 5-minute write. You go ahead and mute yourselves while you're writing. Would someone like to read? The surprises that come out of this writing, I'm just so thrilled by it. All of yours, my own, it's just the surprises are amazing to me. Is there anyone else who wants to read from this write? All right. I'm going to read this Rumi poem, another one that is just a favorite. I did think of Patrice when I was picking this poem because those of you who don't know Patrice as a musician and harpist, maybe sometime you you would play a little bit of music at one of our Friday poetry sessions, because it's yet another way that you just pour amazing vibrations into the world. So this poem is called Where Everything is Music by Rumi, translated by Coleman Barks and John Moyne. Don't worry about saving these songs. And if one of our instruments breaks, it doesn't matter. We have fallen into the place where everything is music. The strumming and the flute notes rise into the atmosphere. And even if the whole world's harp should burn up, there will still be hidden instruments playing. So the candle flickers and goes out. We have a piece of flint and a spark. This singing art is sea foam. The graceful movements come from a pearl somewhere on the ocean floor. Poems reach up like spindrift and the edge of driftwood along the beach, wanting. They derive from a slow and powerful root that we can't see. Stop the words now. Open the window in the center of your chest and let the spirits fly in and out. Don't worry about saving these songs, and if one of our instruments breaks, it doesn't matter. We have fallen into the place where everything is music. The strumming and the flute notes rise into the atmosphere, and even if the whole world's harp should burn up, there will still be hidden instruments playing. So the candle flickers and goes out. We have a piece of flint and a spark. This singing art is sea foam. The graceful movements come from a pearl somewhere on the ocean floor. Poems reach up like spindrift and the edge of driftwood along the beach, wanting. They derive from a slow and powerful root that we can't see. Stop the words now. Open the window in the center of your chest and let the spirits fly in and out. Which words resonate the most for you with that?
Open the window in the center of your chest and let the spirits fly in and out. That's it.
From a powerful world we cannot see.
Everything is music.
There will still be hidden instruments playing.
Whole poem. We have fallen into that place.
So either use a word or phrase that resonates for you to start with, or as a prompt we can use poems reach up, like ... Poems reach up.
Mm.
And we'll do a 4-minute write. Who would like to read? All right, I'll read. I'm not quite sure about this one, but we have fallen, and as hands reach down and offer to hold and help us rise, poems reach up out of the depths of a well filled with crystal clear, bubbling water that you have walked by 1,000 times and now finally have noticed and brought a bucket.
Could you read that again?
We have fallen, and as hands reach down and offer to hold and help us rise, poems reach up out of the depths of a well filled with crystal clear and bubbly waters that you have walked by 1,000 times and now finally have noticed and brought a bucket.
You have walked past 1,000 times.
You have now finally noticed.
Brought a bucket.
It brought a bucket.
Yeah. Big one.
We have fallen, and also poems reach up.
Thank you. So, given that we have, when we started today, we had quite a mix of emotion in our images and words, which is just how the world is these days. This is a poem. Today I just, when I was picking these poems about poems and about the voice that brings us poems, this is called This Is Not a Small Voice by Sonia Sanchez. Who I realize is in her 80s now. This is not a small voice you hear. This is a large voice coming out of these cities. This is the voice of Latanya, Kadesha, Shaniqua. This is the voice of Antoine, Daryl, Shaquille. running over waters, navigating the hallways of our schools, spilling out on the corners of our cities, and no epitaphs spill out of their river mouths. This is not a small love you hear. This is a large love, a passion for kissing, learning on its face. This is a love that crowns the feet with hands, that nourishes, conceives, feels the water sails, mends the children, folds them inside our history, where they toast more than the flesh, where they suck the bones of the alphabet and spit out closed vowels. This is a love colored with iron and lace. This is a love initialed Black Genius. This is not a small voice you